Yeah, from California, but I've been living in London for the last 4 years, and our startup's based here. So I'm from Coinfloor. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Coinfloor. We are London and the UK's largest Bitcoin exchange. How many of you guys know anything about Bitcoin? Okay, so that's most everyone. Cool. So this is our team. We've got people from a number of .com startups in the last 10 years. WeWorld, eBookers, QXL, Interliant, Centrum, and others. Basically, our goal is to be a platform for people looking to buy on the side on the left and people to sell on the side on the right, Bitcoin. So anyone looking to invest in Bitcoin, anyone looking to use Bitcoin for remittances, anyone looking to use Bitcoin for a number of reasons, will come to Coinfloor. They can enter in the amount of Bitcoin they want to buy, the price, the total amount in pounds, and they can place a limit order. Currently, as mentioned, we're the largest exchange. This year so far, we've been growing at about 114% per month in volume. We've been around for 2 years, and our exchange launched about a year ago. We're doing about close to £1 million a month in volume on our platform, and it's basically just people looking to buy Bitcoin and people looking to sell Bitcoin. So it is a fairly simple offering, but the unique service provider, the unique thing that we bring to the market, or we find that we bring, is trust, security, and reliability. Bitcoin is a new technology. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about Bitcoin exchanges getting hacked. There was a large incident in Japan. $500 million worth of Bitcoin were lost. Our whole goal and our whole focus since we started 2 years ago has been to just be a really solid, really reliable place that investors, companies, brokers, et cetera, can come and trade Bitcoin. So most of our users are actually business users, brokers, investors, but mostly people looking to build a business that uses Bitcoin in some way, whether that's remittances, merchant services, selling Bitcoin on to end customers and retail investors. And we're looking to launch a product soon that will take advantage of those relationships we have with brokers that broker Bitcoin and distribute Bitcoin to a much larger class of retail investors and consumers. Since what we do and Bitcoin as well are very wide innovations that touch a number of topics, I wanted to keep the speech short and basically focus on questions and let you guys lead the conversation. So does anyone have any questions about our startup? Yes?
Naturally, without going into too much detail, what measures have you taken to make your site more secure than the other Bitcoin exchange providers around the world?
Very good question. So most exchange providers hold some level of Bitcoin on a server somewhere, which could get hacked. All of our Bitcoin are held underground in vaults, 24/7. They never leave these vaults, and not only are they held in vaults, but they're using smart contracts. The blockchain technology that Bitcoin is built on has this functionality of a smart contract where multiple signatories have to sign off on any transaction. So if customers are holding coins with us, they're extremely secure, and as you can see, in an underground vault. Yes?
What's your commercial model, please? Is it some sort of transaction fee?
It's a transaction fee on any trading. So if you go back to the slide before this. Yeah, so this is our order book. These are all trades live on Coinfloor. Well, not right now, but a few hours ago. And on any trade, we take a small commission on each trade. So we don't trade Bitcoin ourselves. We don't have any risk to the Bitcoin price, but any time a trade happens, we just take a 0.3% fee. Yeah?
Just if the price of Bitcoin is volatile, does that make it difficult in terms of managing?
That's great. The more volatile it is, the better our volumes are. So the volatility is great. We don't have any volatility risk at all because we're not holding a position in Bitcoin. So all we're doing is allowing people to deposit pounds in our bank and deposit Bitcoin in our vault, and then they can trade, and we take a fee regardless of whether the price goes up, the price goes down. They trade, and we take a fee. So yeah, anyone else? Yes?
Will you be trading other similar digital currencies?
So far, we've only the only digital currency we've seen actual innovation in has been Bitcoin, and the only one the one that we're seeing all of the current innovation in is Bitcoin. So we're open to others. Our technology stack certainly supports others. It's fairly similar technology, but we're just not. We don't see any that interest in us enough that we would actually make the leap to integrate with them. So no. Not for the foreseeable future. If one came out, we've always got our eyes peeled, but right now, no. Yes?
Yeah. Bitcoin, you said that you're the largest exchange, but I mean, there must be billions of dollars of transactions a month in Bitcoin, and you're only taking over a tiny fraction of that. So where is everything else happening?
Largest exchange in the UK. Most of the trade volume is happening in Hong Kong and China in terms of global exchanges. So we're doing about £1 million a month. Obviously, this is a tiny fraction compared to the $300–400 million a month, maybe closer to $500 million a month, that's traded on global exchanges. Right now, we mostly serve UK customers, and we don't allow a number of countries, including Americans, to join our platform. So if we were to, and the retail model we're going to be launching soon should enable us to touch a much wider audience. And so if we were to expand, there's a very large market that we're addressing. Yes?
The vault.
Vault.
You store the servers that contain that. What do you store in the vault?
Private keys.
Private keys.
Yeah. So the Bitcoins, when you hold Bitcoin with us, they're held in an escrow smart contract where 2 of 3 keys need to sign off on those Bitcoins being released back to you. And these keys are all held in separate vaults. Yes?
Keys are a string of bits.
The keys are private encryption keys, so a string of letters and numbers. And they're held encrypted in underground vaults, which various custodians of Coinfloor custodians have access to and make daily withdrawals from. Yes?
Has there been a record of physical keys being stolen through physical means, 1? And 2, what other information security systems use underground vaults? Like governments, banks, what are the other organizations that are using this model?
Governments and banks, yes, and those as well as many others. I'll go on to that more in a sec. The first question you asked was, what was the first question? Have there been any cold storage thefts? So the model we're using is cold storage and multi-sig cold storage. There have never been any cold storage thefts in Bitcoin's history, and furthermore, there have never been any multi-signature smart contract cold storage thefts. So far it's been a very, and we were also the first ones to operate on this model. And it's but you know, there's a lot of activity and there's a lot of reasons why, and servers have continually been hacked. So that's a proven risky model, and our model is a so far proven safe model. Yes?
What's your forecast for growth, bearing in mind you've got a pretty compelling USP?
Well, so far we've been growing at 114% per month this year. I don't think we're going to necessarily continue that way, but this week we're on track to grow at 10%. Our target is kind of 10 to 20% a week. We're on track to be hitting 10% this week. And we monitor our numbers every day. The good thing about the position we're in right now is that because we're dominant and because we're the largest one here, you know, other exchanges have been going by the wayside in the UK. Because of the position we have, we're in a very good position to expand both domestically and abroad. So our forecast for growth will basically depend on things like funding and also things like the new product we're about to launch. Yes?
45 seconds.
Thank you. Yeah?
Do you own the vault?
No. That would be way too capital intensive. No, it's they're not bank vaults, but they are very, very secure vaults. And we don't own them ourselves because that would be too expensive. Anyone else? 10 seconds to go. Yes?
If your exchange is only UK-based and it's not volatile, you're a fraction of the global market, why would someone come to your exchange? Because the price variation wouldn't be that big. If you're trading, you go to a market that's more liquid.
This is where our liquidity providers come in. I can't say too much on them, but they are a multi-billion-dollar financial institution which has signed an equity partnership with us to make us the most liquid place to trade Bitcoin and sterling.
Isn't that a good place to say?
Yeah, it's a great place to end. Thank you very much.